Welcome to another episode of Write and Shine, Shining Through Your Words series, proudly brought to you by Write and Shine Media House, where we feature authors from around the globe with incredible stories, and we focus on behind the pages of their story. Today, I have the incredible honor to have Joanne with me, all the way from the USA. Joanne, please introduce yourself as well as tell us a little bit more about the book that you wrote that you will be sharing about.
Of course. To start off with, I'm Rev Joanne Angel BarryColon. I'm the founder of Holistic Fitness and Why. I have been in the health, fitness, and wellness and nutritional industry for 40 plus years. Within the last 15 years, I have blended many healing modalities into practice and decided to share some of my wisdom in many books that I have written. One to be particular that we will be speaking on today is all about healing with numbers and
Amazing.
recognizing how every number has a specific meaning, message, and vibration.
Wow.
I cater and serve women, midlife women, helping them to release issues from their tissues as they begin to fall in love with who they are.
Wow. That is amazing. So I don't even know where to start, the numbers, like how did this find you? The numbers, because it's really like I said to you all the way here in South Africa, an hour before we jumped on, I spoke to my team about numbers. It's not something really known to us. And it sounds like you've done a lot of research about this. So how did your journey with numbers start?
Well, to start off with, which is going to sound quite interesting and funny at the same time, there was absolutely no research conducted. And what
Wow.
I mean by that is through my journey going back 2006, 2007, a 12-year relationship ended from my perspective unexpectedly. And that opened up a slight gateway in regards to starting my spiritual journey and discovering about crystals and Reiki, energy work. And then several years later, in 2011, my mom crossed over. Once she crossed over, it's like this gateway opened of
Wow.
wisdom and knowledge and really becoming more attuned to many healing modalities and recognizing through her numbers, her birthday 1024 and the date that she crossed over 312, recognizing that those numbers kept popping up. And I noticed that when the numbers popped up, they popped up as though she was right there providing me wisdom, providing me support, providing me the energy to keep going. And then I then decided at that point, I'm like, there's got to be something to these numbers. So, of course, I added the numbers up. So, when we look at the number 1024, which is her birthday, the one represents a new way of doing something.
Wow.
Now, we look at the number one as a numerology, a new way of doing something. When we talk about astrology, it's associated with the first house energy, which is associated with Aries energy. Aries represents the I am statement. Who am I? So it got me thinking about who am I? What am I here to be doing? What is my purpose? So then I looked, of course, at the zero. In numerology, the zero has just as much energy as any other number. It's about the potential, the opportunities, and the unlimited possibilities because it's a circle. It never ends,
Wow.
just like possibilities never ending. Now, in astrology, the zero does not really represent a specific zodiac sign, but it does represent what's called a degree. So when you have a zodiac sign at a 0 degree, zero represents a new beginning, a new start to something. Then we look at the number 2 from the 1024. In numerology, number 2 represents relationships, professionally and personally. It's about balance, two people coming together to balance each other. And then when we look at the number 2 in astrology, it's associated to the second house, which is associated with Taurus.
Okay.
Now, Taurus is all about the relationships, physical material possessions, your physical body. And I want to zoom in on the physical body for just a moment when we talk about numbers, because the physical body is our temple that helps us to connect and channel information. So having the connection with our physical body is an important process, especially for me as a holistic personal trainer. It helps me to become more attuned to my physical body and recognizing the messages that come through being connected to my physical body.
Yes.
So then we look at the number 4 in this number. In numerology, 4 is about balance, stability. It's about the structure. And it's also about working really hard to get what you want. Now, I happen to have my birthday on the 4th day, so that number resonates with me a lot. Now, when we talk about the number 4 in astrology, astrology is associated to the 4th house.
Yes.
Which is associated with Cancer energy. And Cancer is ruled by the moon. So when we speak about the moon's energy, it's about our feelings and how we express ourselves. And when we speak about Cancer energy, I divide Cancer into 3 sections. Our home, meaning family, our career, and our physical body. You'll notice I always come back to the physical body.
Yes.
As our physical body is our temple. Now, when you take the number 1024 and you add those numbers up, it works out to be a 7. In numerology, the number 7 is about harmony and balance. And it's about going within to discover all the questions you're looking to know. As humans, we tend to search on the outside for insight.
Yes.
As opposed to going in for insight, which is why it's called insight. When we speak about the number 7 based on astrology, it's associated with the 7th house, which is representative by Libra energy. Libra is all about our relationships. It's about our agreements. It's about our contracts. It's about marriage. Now, when we speak of marriage, I speak of it in 2 aspects. Marriage with another person, marriage with ourselves, and what we're married to, habits, beliefs, and philosophies that we have been conditioned to believe. So when we think about the 7 energy, when I see the 1024, there's a huge message that comes through based on everything I just broke down regarding those numbers. So when we look at numbers, we may start to see things in a different way now that we understand that numbers have a meaning.
Yes.
Numbers have a vibration. Numbers are associated with not only numerology, but also with our astrology chart. And then we get a basic understanding to who we are and why those numbers are showing up.
Wow.
A very popular number that most people tend to see, and we can see this number twice a day, and that number is 1111.
Yes.
Which in fact, we've just experienced from the date November 11th.
Yes.
Which is a huge portal. And we speak about those 4 ones that show up in 1111. To start off with, 11, according to numerology, is what's known as a master number. Known as the master healer. Every one of us on earth here are going through different lessons. So we can earn the title as the master.
Yes.
We don't become the master until we have actually mastered in something. So once again, if we break down the numbers to the 1111, as again that 1, new beginnings. associated with Aries, your I am statement. Then we have the 11 energy, which is very much associated with Aquarian energy. It's the collaboration. It's being the master so we can collaborate with one another, make connections, and help each other heal through our journey. When we think about the 4 ones, we're looking at, once again, home. Home in reference to our career, home in reference to family, and home in reference to our physical body.
Yes.
As the master, we may very well experience what's known as pain, illness, and even disease that shows up in our body. It's not a permanent symptom. It's temporary until we learn the lesson, and then we get to rewrite the agreement.
Okay.
So the overall of energy from 1111 is really about bringing things back to balance and incorporating the energy of 2024, which works out to be an 8. It's about our karmic reset. It's about balancing our karmic reset. Again, in order to be the master, we have to heal through our journey.
Yes.
So then we take the 8 and the 4 ones and we add them together. We're going to get a beautiful 12. Now, when we talk about numerology, every number, except for 3, and I'll talk about those 3 in a minute, gets added up to a single digit. So the number 12, when we add it up, we have the 1 and the 2. The 1 we already know is a new beginning. It's independent. It's the leader. The 2 is the partnerships we have as the leader. Take those 2 numbers, we get a 3, which is about the creator, the energy. Now, 3, when we talk about our astrology, 3 is the 3rd house energy, which is associated with Gemini. Gemini is the creator. Gemini is the one that networks. Gemini is the one that teaches. Gemini is the one that does the writing, the exploring, the discovering. So we take all these different numbers that I just sprouted out, and we have all these amazing meanings behind each of these numbers.
That is absolutely amazing. And Joanne, you mentioned you focus on, women basically my age, we middle-aged. I don't want to say that even. The wiser, more mature type of ladies to basically heal, but also get to know themselves better through this healing modality. It's quite fascinating. Can you tell me a little bit more about, some of the people you have worked with and their journeys through this?
Well, working with midlife women, it's a very sensitive population.
You can see I can hardly say it.
And why I say it's a sensitive population, because they're in a chapter of their life where things are ending and things are beginning.
Spot
And
on,
when I use
yes.
the word things are ending and things are beginning, yes, we could talk about they may be going through that stage of life where their children are moving out. Their careers may be in that process where they're shifting gears.
Can I interrupt you? My son is moving out end of this month. Like literally, yeah.
Exactly, because it's the stage of life that midlife women are in.
Yes.
That expression on now in theory, this expression is more men than women, where they go through a midlife crisis. When women hit their midlife,
Yes.
it almost seems like a crisis because we've been programmed to believe it to be until we really get the basic understanding that midlife is literally where you're midway through your life and you have the decision to say and choose, do I want to continue living my life the way I've been?
Yes.
Or do I want to tap into the energies and the understanding of the age that we are and the power that goes with the age that we are and the
Yes.
chapter and the cycle and all the excitement that comes through? Because when you think about it, if you, again, midlife women that can reach in the age of early 40s, 45, 50, 55, extremely powerful numbers.
Yes.
I mean, for example, I'm 54 years old. And when you think about the two numbers, 5 and 4, now I spoke on 4 already, so we don't have to go through that again. But we speak on the 5 energy. That 5 is a representation of change. It's freedom.
Yes.
It's recognizing the unpredictability that shows up in midlife. Now we can look at that unpredictability as, oh my God, this is awful. Or we can look at that unpredictability like, oh my God, this is wild and fun.
Yes.
So now we take those two numbers, that 5 and 4, and before I go there, since I'm talking about astrology as well, 5 in astrology is the 5th house energy, which is associated with Leo.
Okay.
And Leo is chromatic. Leo is expressive. Leo is creative.
That's my
And
son.
currently, those who follow astrology, we have Mars sitting in Leo right now. Leo is fire. So this is that 5 energy, again, for those of us who are in their 50s. This is about lighting the fire within us
Yes.
as opposed to dimming the fire within us. Now, we add the number 5 and 4, works out to be 9.
Yes.
9 is about an ending. 9 is about a transition, a transformation. 9 is about decluttering our mindset of what we no longer need to believe. We are in a righteous time to evolve and to shift perspectives. When we talk about 9 in astrology, it's associated with the 9th house, which is a Sagittarius energy. Again, fire.
Yes.
More fire. More fire. Are you feeling the fire within your own energy? Now, if you don't mind me asking, and you can round it up if you prefer, how old are you? Because I'd love to do the breakdown for your number.
I would love for you to do it. I'm 47 and my birth date is 20 May 25.
Your May 25th?
The 20th.
What month?
The 5th. So it's 20 May 1977.
So it's the 5th month?
Yes.
Okay. So let's just take your birthday, the year, what you are right now, your age. Your age, when you add those numbers up, is 11.
Ah.
So just on your age, that's the mastery within yourself. Everything
Wow.
that you have learned up until now, you have mastered up until now. And there's so much more to master in. Now, in reference to your birth date, you carry a 6 vibration
Okay.
for this year. Now, in numerology, the number 6 is about the healer.
Wow.
The nurturer. Excuse me. In numerology, in astrology, 6 is associated with Virgo energy.
Okay.
Virgo energy, 6th house, is about the physical body. It's about health. So this year, you may be more focused on taking care of your physical body.
Yes.
You may be more focused on shifting your mindset. You may be more focused on realigning your emotional state so you can feel better within your mind, body, and spirit. So just as we discover the power of numbers, the meaning behind numbers, the frequency of numbers, and we see numbers everywhere.
Exactly,
Hopefully,
exactly.
hopefully I've given the audience some food for thought in regards to paying attention to
I love
numbers.
that. No, I love that, Joanne. And tell me, where can we buy your book? And you also have cards that you showed me before we start. Please, will you share that with us as well?
Yes, there's the cards.
Wow.
And if okay by you, after I share where you can get both the books and cards, I would love to pull a card for the energy of the day and see what shows up.
Amazing.
And where you can get both my book and my card deck is on Amazon. All you really need to do is just type in Google Healing with Numbers by
Amazing.
Joanne Angel BarryColon, and you'll find it. And then my card deck is also on Google, on Amazon rather. Both of them are on Amazon. And I'm just going to hold up the booklet because the name is so darn long. That would
Gorgeous.
be what you would type
Uh,
into Google to find it on Amazon.
Oh,
And they're both
wow.
available there. And like I said, I would love to pull a card to see what we need to know for today's energy. One more spin, and there's our card. I love the message for today. The message, if you can see it,
Yes.
financial abundance.
Ooh.
Financial abundance. The number is 17. So again, we already know the one is a new way of thinking about financial abundance. The
Yes.
7 is the agreement and contracts you have with financial abundance.
Love it.
When you add the number together, it's an 8. So really it's about clearing the karmic energy
Mm.
around financial abundance. So if our audience, if there's anyone out there who may be overwhelmed or stressing about their finances, there's a good probability that you need to clear a block regarding your relationship with money. This is the perfect time to do that. Now, the color here is the color of indigo, which is associated with the third eye energy. This
Yes.
is your opportunity to utilize your third eye energy to go within and really work on recognizing how you are abundant.
Love it.
You are deserving of abundance, financial abundance, abundance in health, abundance in relationships, abundance in everything.
Love it. Joanne, that's so profound that you say that. I had an author also in the series that wrote a book From Welfare to Millionaire, and we spoke about that basically from the inside. You need to realize that you were born, your birthright is to be abundant. And it really starts on the inside, nothing on the
That's
outside, actually.
exactly everything we need to know starts from within.
Absolutely.
The insight, if you notice, it's inside.
Yes. Yes.
Nothing that we need to know is outside. Outside is the external forces that creates the the misbeliefs
Yes.
that keeps us stuck in our tracks and prevents us from really living our best life. And again, as mentioned, pay attention to the numbers.
Yes.
Numbers show up everywhere. And take a look and dissect those numbers to get a better understanding to why you might be seeing the numbers you're seeing, why you might be waking up at certain times in the night.
Yes.
There's messages always showing up through our numbers.
That is amazing. Joanne, I would love to invite you back for another episode early next year. For us to talk about numbers. It's something I'm very fascinated by the energies, the healing modalities, and there is so many tools for us outside and that we can tap into on the inside. So I would love to have you back as our guest and thank you for teaching us so much in this
Thank you.
program.
Thank you.
I hope you have a fantastic, blessed day. And if anyone want to reach out to you, how can they find you?
Best place to reach out is just emailing healingwithin76@gmail.com. If you'd like to learn more about the different services I offer, different events I have, you can go over to my website, and that's holistic with a W, fitnessny.com.
I love that so much. Thank you again for joining me today and for sharing these profound and
Thank you.
spot on everything you said. And it just makes
Thank you.
so much sense. I'm ready now for my son moving out. That's my crazy laugh.
Yes.
But it's big changes coming. But yeah, I would love to have you back as my guest. For all of you tuned in, check out the numbers out there. You know, the 1111, the profound numbers that's talking to you. You know, sometimes you might feel alone. You might feel there's no answers coming to you. And it might be right staring you right in the face. So be on the lookout for that. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is exactly why I created this series, is to talk to incredible people like Joanne about these books that's out there, that's really teaching us so much to heal and to also focus on the detail that is in front of us. I'm moving house. My son is moving house. I'm fascinated by the new numbers of our houses, so I will definitely chat with you to get your book as well here in South Africa. And for all of you who's contemplating, you know, to write your book, even though because this is so unique, you know, I do think it's very brave to write something like that, like Joanne did. Don't hesitate, write it. You never know, might be inspired by it. And the educational part is what I love so much about how Joanne presented this as well. You know, don't be intimidated by creating something new. Be inspired by it because it's given to you. And follow your heart and keep on writing, keep on shining, and keep on watching those numbers. They're talking to you.
Just watch me shine.